Digital Mitra is an initiative of Plan India to enable girls to identify developmental issues within their community and bring them forward to find solutions with the help of digital storytelling. Through this program, we will bring gender-related stories such as child marriage, child labor, menstrual hygiene, mother and child health, girl-child education, etc. to the center stage using digital storytelling mediums that cover photography, videography, and digital social platforms. Digital storytelling skills will empower young girls to take active part in the society as change makers and drive positive changes by sharing impactful and inspiring stories by using just their mobile phone device. But first, let us understand what exactly digital storytelling is. When you are able to share stories, inspiring events and positive changes around you with the audience through the use of media that includes photos, videos, audios, and even text. This process is called digital storytelling. Think of it as a channel to the rest of the world which allows you to share your unique experiences, challenges, and solutions to various important issues related to the rights of girls and young women. Why is storytelling important? For one, stories inspire us. They create an emotional connection between people. Through these connections, we are able to share stories of positive change in the society, talk about inspiring events, acts, and people who make the world a better place, and discuss how to bring impact into everyday life. Stories also help in connecting us with new people who are doing something great, and we can learn from their example. Now that we know the why, let us dive into the how. How do you begin to tell your story? You begin by identifying the core of the story. Next, you will define the audience of your story by asking questions like who will see your content, how old is your audience, where do they live? Now arises the main question. What are the mediums of your story through which you will share it with the world? There are three basic ways of doing it: through sharing photos, videos, or writing about it in a blog. Photos. Smartphones have made it easy to click pictures which serve as a visual reference to the story. Primarily, you can do 5 types of shots. Extra wide shot. This helps to establish the scene for your story. It also shows the main character against the background. Wide shot. This is not as wide as the extra wide shot, but wide enough to bring the protagonist into focus. Medium shot. It shows the subject from the waist up and is meant for the character introduction or showing emotions. Medium close-up shot. It shows the subject from chest up to capture the reaction. Close-up or tight shot. This shot fills up the screen with the subject's face and is meant to capture the subject's reaction or emotions closely. Let us learn about the rules of framing a photograph. 1. Modes. There are 2 primary modes, landscape and portrait. 2. Perspective means the creative angle of clicking photographs. 3. Symmetry means keeping the lines in the image aligned. Before you get to clicking photographs, understanding lighting is essential. Let us have a look. Time your photographs for the best lighting. Best time to shoot is at dawn and dusk. These are the golden hours. Avoid shooting in harsh daylight. Use natural light sources for taking pictures. Capture photos with pleasing silhouettes. Creative use of shadows. Exposure in a photograph is the key to taking wonderful photographs. Some points to remember in this regard are: tap on the dark area and balance the exposure till you get the desired exposure. Use the exposure bar to adjust the brightness. Press the focus point to lock focus. The processing time of images depends upon the light falling on your subject. Press the shutter button and keep the phone still for a few seconds. How to tell stories through pictures. Start small and progress with more photographs. Keep the viewer engaged by creating mystery. Establish the geography first if needed. Use characters and people in your photographs. key pictures that capture slice of life. Once you have clicked pictures, sometimes you may need to retouch them. Here is how to go about it using mobile applications. Retouching photographs applications: Snapseed, Lightroom, Photoshop Express, Visco, PixArt. Now let us recap with a set of do's and don'ts for clicking photographs. Decide what you want to shoot by focusing on one subject at a time. Keep the aspect ratio at 4:3 or 16:9. Always wipe the lens before clicking pictures. Always use the camera app on your phone and not an inbuilt app with a camera. Try to click pictures in natural or artificial room light. Avoid clicking photos without enough light. Always be aware of your surroundings. Look for the unusual or create what you imagine instead of plain point and shoot. Rule of thirds. Imagine the screen is divided into a grid of 3x3 and place your subject within the grid according to the demand of the story. Try to click pictures when your story is in motion. Avoid elements like garbage or clutter in the background that may spoil the look of the photo. Now, some don'ts that should be avoided while taking photos. If your photo looks too bright and the colors don't look sharp, you need to adjust the brightness by long pressing the subject and lowering the parameter. When the subject in your photo appears too dark, it happens when there's a source of light right behind the subject. This can be corrected by long pressing the subject to adjust brightness. Avoid clicking photos that leave excess space above the head or to the right and left of the subject. Similarly, take care not to cut the head of your subject. Do not zoom to get a closer image. Move closer or crop later. Videos. Another interesting way to tell stories is through videos. Videos are widely popular on social media and the audience enjoys watching videos. Videos appeal to the public as they capture the action in motion and make the storytelling wholesome and impactful. Vertical format is used for posting on Instagram or Facebook stories or Snapchat. However, before you start shooting, it is important to know some basics that will help you produce better quality videos. Basics. The right way to hold your phone is always horizontal. Horizontal format is used for posting on YouTube, Facebook feed, and other video streaming sites like Vimeo. Checking the camera settings to make sure you have the required brightness and exposure. Understanding the aspect ratio, which is the ratio of width to height in an image or a frame. It is denoted as 16:9. Making sure the frame rate is set at 24 fps, frames per second. Learning to shoot the video in slow motion for added impact. Ensuring that the audio capture is clear and loud enough for the video. Now that we know the basics, let us understand the pre-production process that takes place before a video is shot. It includes referencing, finding the characters, scripting, location scouting, mood boarding, task list, scheduling. Scripting is one of the most important steps of pre-production, and here is how you should do it. Script is a piece of written content that defines the flow of a video from start to end. It can have dialogues or just simply a few lines on the major topics being covered in the video. Prefer to write the script in active voice. For example, you can write, "I am going to the village today," instead of, "A village visit was done by me." When writing your script, here are some questions you should ask yourself. What is the main point of your story? Who are the characters? What photo or video to shoot for the script? Other pre-production components come after the scripting is complete. The next step after all the preparation has been done is to finally shoot the video. Here are some important points to know before shooting yourself. Always look into the lens and not at the screen if using the front camera. Do a vlog style handheld shot if you're walking and talking. Set up the camera if you are talking about something serious and important. Choose quiet places to shoot talking content. Now let us learn about some commonly used terms for video shoots. A-roll. It is the main content that you shoot for your story. For example, if you want to shoot a video showing your visit to a library, A-roll will be the main video of your visit. B-roll. It is the extra content that you shoot. For example, shooting your subject in different settings. Shots to be taken other than your subject in them. Shots that help your story. Camera movements and angles. Duration of each shot. Transitional shots. Soundbite. It is the main audio of an interview shoot. If you wish to interview someone for your video, you should know about these things. How to conduct an interview. Where should your subject look? Angle and framing for the interview. Length of the interview. Let your subject finish their sentences. There should always be a few seconds of gap between your question and their answer. The next step in the process after shooting is to edit the video. First step is to watch the content that you shot. Decide the best and most important shots. Listen to the audio carefully and achieve clear audio. Or you can also add music to it. Consider whether you want a slow or a fast video and edit accordingly. You can also use editing apps like Power Director, Filmora Go, KineMaster, Viva Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, Blogit for vertical videos, Intro Maker for introduction, Canva for thumbnails. Writing blogs. People have been writing blogs for quite some time. These includes articles or any story in the written format. You can use it to share opinions, highlight issues, or even provide solutions. Usually, blogs are 700 words long and include photos and videos for clarity. You can post your blogs on sites like Instagram, WordPress, or Facebook. Before you start blogging, it is important to know the structure of a blog, which includes title. The main heading of the blog is the title. For example, a visit to a nearby village is your title here. Idea, which covers two questions. What is it that you are writing about and why are you writing about it? For example, you can write a blog about your visit to the village and you're writing it to tell other people that they can also visit a village to meet other people and know more about the world. Story. It includes the details about your topic. Small topics. Your blog can have multiple small topics related to the main idea. For example, you can talk about way to the village, what you saw in the village, or your favorite activity to do in the village. Message. Your blog should contain a message to the readers. Here, it is to encourage others to visit the village and learn more. This structure allows ease of reading for the user and helps you arrange your thoughts better. Some key takeaways of telling your story through blogs. Avoid copying from someone else. Write original. Keep the title short. Write in present tense. Avoid difficult words. Write according to the audience. Answer questions like who, what, where, when, why, and how. Be friendly in your words. Use bullet points. Now that you know how to tell your story digitally, always remember to be truthful and original. As you have now gained an understanding of photography, videography, scripting, and blogging, here's an assignment that will help you create a video and post it on social media. Task in photography: landscape picture, portrait picture, unique angle shots. Create a story in a picture. Retouch all the above. Task in videography and scripting. Make a minute-long video about a day in your life. Audio-visual scripting. Shooting. Audio recording. Use B-roll. Add music. Add text. Export final output. Task in blog. Write a 500-word blog on any topic that interests you. Submit it at digital.mitra@planindia.org. Go on and tell your stories in a few easy steps. To learn more about social media platforms and how to use it, follow us and refer to Digital Mitra Learning Module 2.